Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 8 of the 6th season here at RFC Liege. I am the Custard Prophet. Welcome on back. So this is the save where we're trying to take the tiny club, or historic club of RFC Liege back to the top division and hopefully get them above Standard Liège at some point. It has been really hard. We finally got ourselves in the top division, the Jupiler League I think it's called, and we have had a right old battle up here. But it has gone better than I had expected. We haven't ended up bottom of the league and lost every single game. It's been a real battle. So we're coming back here for the last game of the season. Have we done enough to survive? Have we managed to keep ourselves in the give ourselves a second season at this level? Well, in truth, I should have come back for the previous game because the game against Charleroi, we could have guaranteed our survival during that game, depending on other results. And unfortunately, we've got ourselves, we have managed to survive, and you guys didn't see it. In fact, you guys have only seen terrible football. This wasn't the best, and you can see we've played 3 games since that 3-0 loss against OHL. We lost 3-0 to Standard Liège. It was not a pretty game. We tried to play very defensively, and it just did not work. They had far too many shots and we didn't really have any at all. But then the game against Charleroi, they were a team who were in the bottom half of the table, but they are in no trouble at all. There were goals galore here. 5-3 goals from Bio, Asana, Samare, and the big surprise is Diamapatopoulos or something like that, who is coming in for Masek, who is injured. I think he might have got injured in the OHL game. But he's come in, he scored a couple of goals. What a time to do that. I think he's possibly scored a goal before. This is his second game. But, yeah, actually, let's have a look at the match stats. I might as well, as it was so important. You can see we did not necessarily boss this game. Finally, we actually made the most of our chances. Let's have a look at this Greek lad. He's kind of come in and out of the team in the past. But you can see here, he is a 2.5-star player at this slightly more attacking phase. He is very, very fast, very similar to what we have with Masek, and he did the business. But most importantly, he was in the right place at the right time and scored some goals. The other surprise in this team is we were played at Taibbi at right back, because I'm just fed up of the crap that we had at right back. And my God, he did all right defensively. You might as well have had a bunny back there, but he was pretty good going forward, so I'm happy with that. So we're going to give him another chance. We've got an injury to Demik Koida and Masek are both out, so the team that we're going to go with, and look at all this and the club morale and everything. It's just going well finally. Not won that many games, but yeah, the team we're going with, we've got Bio up top, Diamapatopoulos on the left. I don't know what to call him. Can't call him that. D-Man. There we go. D-Man. D-Man on the left. Samare on the right. Fixels in the centre. He's done all right. Asana and Fadiga are going to be that central midfield pair. Diogo is back. Somehow they're not playing great together, but I wonder whether that's because the last 2 games they've conceded 3 goals in both of them, and then it's a little bit dodgy. Cisse on the left, at Taibbi on the right. I am not convinced this is a good use of resources, but we will see. We will see. I think maybe, we should go more defensive than that. We really should. Deschamps will be a better player there, and Gofan in goal. Let's do this thing. Let's play the final game of the season. I think what I didn't show you was how the league went. Yeah, you can see here that Eupen and Mouscron just kind of lost every game since we were last together. This is part of the reason that it all kind of went tits up for them. They just suddenly, their form dipped horribly. Mouscron is away at Standard, so that's pretty much a non-existent chance, and Eupen at home against Genk. But even if we just lost every game, or if we hadn't won that last game, we would still have qualified. We would still be in 16th place. But today we're trying to stay above Waasland-Beveren. We can't get up to Cercle Bruges, but we've certainly proved that we can at least match some of these lesser teams at the bottom end of the league. Next season, we've got to try and push ourselves a little bit further out that league. I don't want another season like this because it's been horrible. Right then, folks, let's see what we can do. We've got work to do in the transfer market. We'll think about that after the game, and let's go in there. Let's do this thing. Let's enjoy finally being free of relegation worries. I mean, I did not believe that was going to happen at all. Yeah, it was mad, absolutely mad that we've managed to do it. Oh, so he's under pressure. We'll say patience. We'll try and get him on side. We may need some of his players in the future. Well, we'll just apologise to the board as well. just apologise to everyone for apparently no reason. They just forced me into that, and then I just have to apologise for it. So far, what you've seen is, I mean, I might even try and work out the goal difference that you've seen in terms of episodes on YouTube for this season. It's been pretty bloody awful. We had one draw, which was a 2-2 draw, which was quite a good one. And there we go again. Yes, Becker, in it goes. Oh my. It looks very dodgy, I have to say, but yeah, it helps when everyone else is losing games around us. Yeah, there we go. So come on, let's demand more. I want to see. We've not created really anything so far, which is not what I want. Players are already, they've got their flip flops on. They probably had a few beers, but Samari has picked that up. Plays it long. It's into Bio. Unlucky. We've had so many of that sort of shot, but a decent chance. Finally, we've actually come alive for a second. That's a lovely ball, I have to say. I like that a lot. Van der Schleers, and we've managed to. That was outside the box. Go on. You don't even need to. I can tell you from here. That was definitely outside the box. Definitely. Please let it be outside the box. Right, he's had a real long think about it there. But yeah. I'm glad this does kind of fit with what we are expecting to see. Right then, so 1-0 down. We want to be a bit better. I wonder whether we try and be a little bit more attacking, bringing on our right back. Cisse has done all right for, it's like his second game of the season or something. Come on. Do we go positive? Maybe. Let's do it. Let Taibbi, on he comes. Suddenly, we basically haven't got a defence now. But look how many chances we create after that. It's possibly me going attacking with that. Well, Dimata Populist hasn't really done the business. We'll bring on Jimenez on the right side. Fadiga, Asana can come off. Well, he has scored a few goals recently, which is impressive. So XG wise, we're level, but that seems to mean absolutely nothing. Right, that's a lovely clearance. And the young Greek lad, I think he's about 5'0", but he managed to get the header. It's in, it's Bio. You guys saw that, didn't you? It does exist. We are capable of scoring goals. And that was nicely done. I mean, I'm intrigued how tall he actually is, because I didn't really think he was capable of winning a header. I'm so intrigued, I'm actually going to have a look at this, because I assumed he was a miniature man. No, he's not that small, actually. It's about my height. Well, who knew? Not all wingers are tiny. That's what we've learned from that little interlude. So are we going to get a nice little end draw and finish one place above Waasland-Beveren, or are we not? And I think the draw is probably a fair result there. XG's almost completely even. Bio got himself a goal. I think he's probably going to finish top scorer. Possibly 9 goals. No, would that be 10 goals? I think he's possibly just sneaked into double figures. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm pretty pleased I actually managed to show you something of some use. So it's a decent end to the season. And so let's have a look how things finished here. So we did not finish bottom. We didn't even finish in second bottom, as we were kind of expecting would happen. So Mouscron finished bottom. Eupen managed to lose 4-0 at home against Genk. Suddenly they've kind of lost all ability to play football. What was that form in the middle? Who knows? In the end, we've got 30 points. It's half a lot of these teams up here. We've taken some wonderful victories, and we were 8 points ahead of Eupen. I never saw that coming. A couple of episodes ago, I thought we were going to finish bottom. So it was really nice. Thanks, Bobby G, for the work in the box, work the ball into the box idea. That's certainly made a massive difference to results. Not necessarily performances. I felt performances have been okay all along. Just we were not getting the results out of it. We've got a long way to come from that, but we have finished 15th, which is not bad. Let's have a little look through the team. Who are the standout performers? I think you probably know who they are going to be. There's only one standout performer. Not all time. Flipping heck. So, as you can see, average rating, top average rating. Actually, we had a couple. Et Taibi with his like 3 games, he doesn't count, but Diogo did end up with a +7 average rating, which I think, given the team that was going out here, is an awesome situation. Gofan actually, despite his terribleness, did end up with a reasonable average rating. Asana, another, considering what he is, he brings stuff to the team, doesn't he? Demo Koida, I'm pleased with that signing. I think that was very, very good. Mohamed Bio, very, very, very happy with his signing. For some reason, I thought he was on... He did get 10 goals, and I thought he was on a loan, so I'm very pleased to see he's not. Babacar Leye may well be leaving next season. I don't know. We'll have to see. He's quite expensive. So that's pretty good. Mohamed Bio, I don't know if that's an average. It can't be an average. That must be a cumulative. So he's got an XG of about 10 and scored 10 goals. That's pretty much on track, isn't it? Whereas you look at the likes of Brian Samare, who's going well above what he should be getting. And even Babacar Leye is pretty much on track in terms of the chances he's got. So actually, it works out. After all my moaning, Asana, despite his good average rating, he is the man who's got the most yellow cards, and also the most tackles. So pleased with all of that. Let's move on to the end of season awards. I'm absolutely, unbelievably thrilled with how we managed to do that. Really pleased. I did want to show you, just before we go on, just what's going on in the divisions below. So Liege are coming up. They have they got relegated last time round, so they are coming back up. Mechelen are going to be playing off against Eupen, so that's going to be interesting to see who ends up coming up with those two. And the interesting thing is that because Mouscron are coming down, they do have some of our They do have Roman Bodin, who I would love to get, but he's far, far too expensive to sign. But we might have a little look at players that might be dropping out of this team, because we are a weaker team than they are. Look at the size of their squad, it's enormous. Right then, move on to that end of season award. Did want to show you a couple of players who've just kind of come through the youth system. Everaldo Boita, who's Brazilian forward, who looks pretty tasty. So I think we can hopefully manage to develop him. He's got a temperamental personality, as you might expect from a Brazilian, but look at that ability to finish. Looks very good, pretty fast as well. Not very strong, so we'll need to do something about that, but I guess he is only 15 years old. I think there's a lot to do with him, so I'm very excited about that. And Jules Devos, another player, 1.5 star player potential at the moment, but pretty good ball winning midfielder by the look of it. Can got a lot of reasonably good mental attributes, and certainly he's able to throw a good challenge in. Can play also at centre back potentially if we can work on some of these, and you can kind of see that might work well with a bit of speed as well for a centre back. So that looks pretty good. I'm quite excited about that. I think was this the other guy? No, this is another lad who's. I mean, there's so many players who are developing just wonderfully well back here. You look at all these bloody 5-star players. Here's the other one. Nafwal Nana, who, again, decent winger. Very, very decent winger. But it's a long way, a lot of players to get past. These will all be being shipped out very soon. But we've got some excellent players in that youth team, so I'm very, very excited about that. Well, you can see here, in the end, it was Eupen who just about squeaked past Mechelen. A really tough game, 5-4 in the end. So they will live to fight another day in the Belgian Pro League, the Jupiler League, which is exciting. There's a bunch of other things going on which I don't really understand. So you've got the Championship group. I don't know what this does. I don't know what this is all about. I don't think they win the league. If you finish first, I don't think you actually win the league. You only win the league if you're here. So you actually have to become top of the Championship group as well as all the rest of it. That's harsh. And then slightly behind that, you've got the European qualifier. So the top of that will go into a European sort of place thing. So that's worth doing. But you can see there is very little money flying around. So the prize money that you can get is about 500,000, which is not really worth it. I think you basically just have to get into Europe, and that's where the money is. So oh dear. Dear me. Let's ask GoFan to resolve this issue up front. Come on, mate. I mean, you're the most haphazard guy in the world, but could you? Yeah, go on. Well, I know you can't make any promises. He's happy to stay. Right. Oh well, everything's going down. Great. So could we offer him a new contract? Come on. Great. Not interested in a new contract. Well, we'll keep attempting to do that. In the end, it will happen. Right then, end the season review, and then we'll sign off after this. So, bunch of players in. I think there was some quality that came in, the likes of Fixels. I think he's done very, very well. Apparently the star man was Deschamps. Not sure about that, but C+ for Zuan, I'd agree with that. I think Samare did okay in parts. Fadiga, he was a late signing. I think he's done all right. Yeah, Fixels gets a C. I'm not sure about that. Bushema B-, Tika de Jong, and Taylor Vambo has been utterly crap. So we are happy with how things finished. It was a reasonable end to the season. We had a decent sort of spell here, which just about kept our head above water. The other thing I should say is that we have got our new ground will be ready for the start of next season, so that will be a slight increase in attendance as well. So hopefully that will do something for the finances. So wins, the wins over Kotricht, Mouscron. I don't remember that goal, but yeah, not bad. And this is the bit we don't look at. Close your eyes. We're up. So sponsorship is up. Broadcasting revenue is up, which you'd expect. Not a huge amount, bizarrely. Corporate hospitality is up. Yeah, no prize money because they don't do it here. So everything is increased. Just, yeah, not as much as we need. And this was the team of the season. It was fairly consistent, apart from maybe on that left side, trying to find the right player in there was a bit difficult. And perhaps, you know, whether we went for Fadiga or Bushema up top. But it was good to see. It's great that Abel Jans is now capable of playing in that role. So I think that's definitely a help. Accolades. So this is the one we'll all be waiting for. Fans Player of the Season is Diogo. Young Player of the Season is Diogo, of course. The top scorer, Mohamed Bayo. Samari gets the assist award. Player of the Matches is actually Mohamed Bayo. And most passes completed, Bushema. So record breakers. Apparently we've not scored 3 goals in a match before. That's a surprise. I don't think any of these can be record breaking things. I think that one was Elis Sadie. We might be seeing him next time. So yeah, expect to see that. Will Asana still be here next season? I mean, he shouldn't be, but my God, has he been an important player for us? I mean, he shouldn't be anywhere near this team, but we keep going back to him because everyone else is crap. Anyway, guys, we will be coming back for season 7. We've got some real work to do in the transfer window. Not only trying desperately to sign Diogo, but trying to bring in some decent players to play around him. We've got I think, a basis of a decent squad, but we just need to bring in a little bit more quality here and there. Particularly, I think, at right back, that's fairly dodgy. Left midfield is fairly dodgy. Maybe a good loanee left midfield would be great. That would excite me a lot. And there's plenty more things that we need to be doing as well. So if you enjoyed the episode, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new. And I will see you next time as we start season 7. Goodbye.